about to come at you. So let's see if Ence are prepared for the Furia pace.
Well, D-Hat, he's up on top of the stairway, spotted down into the site. No headshots yet for either side, but Furia certainly have taken most of the control. Honda opens things up with a kill, but it's short-lived as Dodo's quick with a reply. But Vinny's position at jungle is so strong, and D-Hat's distracted by it, having to take fights. That bomb yet to be planted, hasn't got out of Palace safely, but eventually, oh, the fight! How does Vinny get away with that? D-Hat should have taken that kill, but that bomb is still waiting for it. Casterado turns behind, and Hades should have had that kill. That should have opened things up for Ence, but instead it is Furia winning every one of these fights. 4 versus 2. No bomb plant still, but Snappy at triple. Dead to right. Vinny, the beautiful headshot, and they close the round. So many fights Furia should have lost.
Ouch. That's not very fun for Honda. D-Hat with the Deagle. Always a danger. He's proven it there as he takes Honda out of the action, and Snappy's pushed all the way through B. That's an AK recovered and a real chance to make something happen. He's not ready for Vinny and Connector though, so at least Furia find 1 kill back. They've got a chance to do more as Yuri is seeing what he can do over towards A.
Well, it's going to be a smoke coming in towards top Connector. Separate Vinny off. Low down the attack with 30 seconds left. Hades in with a headshot. Yuri down and out of play. And for Ence, this is a beautiful round. And for Furia, it is a nightmare. Vinny's picked up the AK, gets caught in the window. And D-Hat doing damage. No play coming out of a kill, but it has to be the play now to work out for Art. He's jumped out into the B site. Will he check bench? He will, but Spinks is ready. And the Deagle to the body is enough for the kill. Just Vinny left now. 9 seconds. The best case scenario is out. A little bit of utility in behind it, and the classic Furia mid-take coming in very early on.
I know when that bench first got added, Art loved to make those plays where he'd jump into window instantly and try and cause some commotion. It does make noise though, so this time he's been boosted, and that means he has quietly found his way into jungle. This is such a strong position.
Oh, such a strong position and a strong kill as well. Dodo goes out of play. Yuri has been found by D-Hat's Galil. And with a 4v3, it's not the best start here for Ence. This time in the gun round, Casterado and Art getting the kills, crushing the defense. And Snappy is the last remaining player backing away, questioning what has just happened. And those are the kind of rounds. Oh, that is meaty on the grenade, but it's the kill that will be found for Ence. Spinks taking Vinny out of play. Now here comes the B hit. Snappy, good positioning. I love it from Snappy. He's using that ninja box to perfection. A 3rd kill from Snappy. He nearly gets 4. Damage done onto Art, who now has a 1v4 in total in front of him. He's found his first, but there's plenty more where that came from, and he's not going to like what D-Hat does to him. 4-2
lead. We're still in the gun rounds here, though, and here comes some mid-aggression, quickly countered by the AWP of Art. He goes for more, but D-Hat able to trade him out, and D-Hat doubles down on the mid play.
There's beautiful stuff coming in again. D-Hat is just that player that we talk about a lot, Hawker. We have had the pleasure of watching him for quite a long time. For a lot of viewers, they might be seeing him for the first time around this tournament, or they know him from a couple of other tournaments he's played with Ence. But, you know, he used to play for the Sprout team. I think it was the, what was the team with Taz called? Aristocracy? I believe, yeah, that was the one as well, right? So he's definitely been coming up to this level for quite some time. We've got to see him throughout his career. Yeah, with a great start in this one, and now it's on to Honda and Vinny to try and pull it back, but Vinny's out of play, and it's just Honda. 3 players still to find. He's done well to get 1, but now he has to be perfect, and Spinks, he's got cover. Doesn't matter for Honda. He knows the second player's underpass, but could... Oh, Vinny. That is the worst start the round possible for Furia, but a fantastic start for Ence. Hades. Oh, it just holds the gap, ready for Casterado. And he's out of play. It's at least a kill back from Art, but that's not going to be enough to even put it into 4v4. In fact, damage has already been done by Ence to keep that man advantage afloat. They're going to start turning their attentions back over to B, and this could work out. Snappy's been really solid here so far, but that's when he had the M4A4. Now he's trying to play a gimmicky angle underneath the wall, so that if they come over the top, he can get some body shots off quickly. Could work out for Snappy, but he has to be careful. They've got 1 Molotov left in play here for Furia. Be interested to see where they use it. Or if they just go for this contact explosion. Smoke's coming in, Molotov into the position of Snap. He actually hits onto the Molotov, so that's tick damage. An audio cue to Furia, who are aware of his whereabouts. Snappy at least gets one, but it's on to Spinks now to really step up, especially with that missed shot from Hades, and he falls. So now it is just on Spinks, the defender of the B site. He's done damage, he's got a kill, and he gets another one. He closes it out on his own.
Snappy's been exerting a lot of pressure on B so far. These aggressions were working out for him, but this time, Honda's able to shut him down early. Ooh. He might go for more towards this B-bomb site. Spinks is having to play as the anchor, and he's got two different angles to deal with. Spinks can't do enough on the hold. Not an easy position to be in. He was the player initially focused on mid, but then he had to rotate back to the site. And Yuri's even selling a fake almost towards A, keeping those players in place while the bomb finds its way safely over toward and do so much. This has been a really open game, a really fun game so far. Art's still looking for fights, but this time he's been countered.
Oh, Spinks, nice kill on a Caserato. Now the rest of the attack coming out. D-Hat swings wide, and it's just a shutdown. Hades up into Palace, an easy opening kill for him. He had a brilliant round in the previous, and obviously gets in towards Palace there. The confidence leaking out of him. And Spinks just in towards window. He's ready for this kind of boost. If you're playing against Furia, you can often get away with that. You can often just hide around the window smoke. You're going to find opportunities. And that's enough to give that man advantage over towards Ence. The aggressive play from Hades into Palace, but now comes aggression from Honda. And that's not the play you want to go down. He's the player with the bomb. And luckily, Honda gets around the corner before going down. And Dodo, if he starts to walk over here, you'll have to deal with two players, but Diaz also in the underpass, so he can help in tandem. They can sandwich the players in, and Dodo spots the head, knows there's two players down there, takes both of them easily. Brilliant smoke out just for the window. And Vinny, he brought Incendiary into this round, so he's going to toss that up into the apartments, trying to burn down and soften up the opponents that come swinging into the B site. Dodo opens things up for Ence.
Now Furia will feel suffocated in this round. They've lost their B player, they've lost their short player, and they have no real good options to get back into this bomb site. Ence don't even need to give away these long-range fights. Hades, you can see, playing it pretty smart. Jiggle peeks for info, doesn't peek out too far. He knows the only way they can lose this is by giving away unnecessary fights, and Ence will stay nice and composed, nice and controlled on the bomb site itself, and that's all they need to do. See, they had that heartbreaking loss against Virtus Pro, which was an unreal comeback on Dust 2. So I think they want revenge for that. They've come into this tournament really just going for it fully. And the teams they beat so far, 2-0 Mouse Sports, 2-1 against Nip. Now they're looking like they could beat Furia. Yeah, it's a charity tournament, but these are still great wins.
You know, huge wins to your confidence, especially slotting a new player like Hades in. But Yuri taking down two and towards short. It's Snappy and Dodo taking out a play quickly. And Furia, this is the round they can win. This is the kind of rounds these guys can pull off. The FAMASs, the Deagles, and, well, D-Hat. And let's see if he can pull them out of a hole. He's got his first kill on Vinny. He's definitely expected another player close around, but couldn't spot Honda. Very well played from Honda, but D-Hat tries to go for the ace.
Whether Caserato switches up his positioning with that SMG. He was going to push underpass, but now he's gone back, and that leaves the B site somewhat susceptible to the push. Vinny has to hold, and he's already been traded.
Yeah, tap of the bomb, but they're not going to stick to it. Trying to change up their position for the post plant. Still taking fights, still looking to just try and get away from that Molotov. They're going to bring the bomb back and plant it for apartments, but in the meantime, Caserato has been able to find the kill that draws it back, and this flank from Art is not going to work. Snappy's ready for it. He's around the corner. Art tried to preemptively look that way, but Snappy's so quick on the headshot, and Yuri and Cat.
It's just so hard for Vinny to hold that.
Straight into this one, Honda. The player who just talking about this time getting a kill to open up the round. He's going to climb up the ladder.
The difference is this time he has a bit of support. Like last round, he was completely alone.
You know, obviously, when you do that alone, there's no fallback plan. And Furia, in general, we talk about their aggression, their wildness, especially on the CT side sometimes on Mirage. They'll always have backup, but Kesserado gets the perfect time. That's going to be Diha and Dodo, both down. The double Ds lie on the floor. And now Hades, it just stops his teammate from likely going down there. Art looked to try and take Spinks out of play. And just because of that failed kill up into window, there's a chance once again here for Ence. Hades and Spinks trying to pull it off. They recover the bomb. Kesserado's long gone. He's actually dropped back and gone in towards the A side again. And Hades is about to smoke off in towards the A site. Kesserado maintains a strong position at ramp. Ooh, Honda needs to be careful. Spinks, that is so well played from Spinks. Good timing through the smoke, but he's just missed Kesserado, who's got over towards default. Will they expect this position from him? One headshot out from Kesserado. He could win the round on his own here. Finally taken out of play by Hades. He turns it into a 1v1. Vinny versus Hades. Alper switches out to the M4, and against the MP9 at this range, I would certainly favor it, but it comes down to the timing. Can Vinny spot him looking the wrong way at the wrong time? He's gone into Palace every timing. They're just missing them, but Vinny is aware now. Must have spotted the barrel as he backed up into Palace, and Vinny has the advantage in this scenario. He's ready for it. He preemptively readies himself for the fight.
Not an easy kill for Vinny at medium range with the MP9. Even though he knows where that player is, you've got to stay focused on that spray, which he does so well. And now Ence are coming right back at Furia. Fast play and an early frag from Snappy.
So quick from Snappy, just whipping underneath the wood. Headshot connects immediately, and now they're looking for the bomb plant, but Art was so on it. Didn't go for the shot, and he's getting spammed down as well through the smoke. 55 HP for Art. With that bomb down, still no kills just yet for Furia. Somehow they haven't got rid of Diha. And they get their chance striking under wood. Diha is out of play, but look at this quick wrap. They're dropping back into middle. It's going to be Snappy and Hades going up towards short. They could find Furia looking the wrong way. There's no way they're expecting this. And because of that, it's a backhanded punch onto Yuri. Smart realizes the round is done, so begins his retreat back into the B site, and in doing so, no one wants to be the player that gives up the man advantage in this kind of round. They don't have a whole lot left. They didn't start with a whole lot in Furia. They're using the utility sparingly, and there goes the last smoke. Just 2 flashbangs. Honda in window. He's going to have to challenge Diha. He's going to get through the smoke. The smoke begins to fade away, and it's Diha that comes away with the kill. And that might just be the trigger to the start into the site. It's Diha continuing to barrel and bulldozer his way through the defense. A second